Nickelodeon.
I just remember after I hit record that somebody left a comment the other day saying that I love that you always look like you're freezing in your videos. And here I am once again looking like I'm freezing in a video. And I promise it's not that cold in here. It's actually 70 degrees. I just like to stay very warm. And speaking of warm, as a matter of fact, like hot, because that's what these two people's rage was when it comes to these crash outs, because we have to discuss who basically was competing harder to crash into the Twin Towers harder between Stevie Night Rider of the Night Talk Nation and Amra Fuddle, Myron Gaines III. That's who we're also going to be discussing when it comes to these crash outs. One was recent, one was a throwback, and we're going to dive into both. But first we need to talk about Stevie. But before that, I was also thinking, what makes me qualified to discuss such a thing? What puts me in position to say, oh, you can judge these crash outs? Have you crashed out before? And the answer is yes. Unfortunately, I have crashed out before. I have crashed out multiple times in sports on my teammates in some really bad, terrible ways. I said a lot of stuff. One time was woman related, but you know, we all grow. We get past those. That was one of those early 20s, like, you know, gut wrenching night just got me. You know what I'm saying? I was gutted, you know, heart absolutely ripped out of my soul. But you know, it's fine. I passed that. But the ones with my teammates weren't ideal, because I'm telling you, I said some things, and I mean, I truly came unglued. Like, I transformed. Like when Gohan snapped when he saw Android 16's head get crushed by Cell, I did the same thing. I transformed. I took it to another level. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend and lie to you and say I blacked out and forgot everything that took place. I didn't. I remember all the horrible things that I said to my teammates. I called them every name I could in the book. I wanted to smoke. At that point in time, I wanted to fight. I crashed out. I basically got ready to throw hands with my teammate in the middle of the game in White County. We were going to have black people fighting each other at White County. I'm so disappointed in myself. But we have to grow and we have to get better, right? Well, these two individuals today, I don't know if they're going to be people who get better, but I'm definitely rooting for one more than the other. Don't give a damn about Amra Fuddle, but I do hope that Stevie can see like the light on some of the issues that he has with some of his commentary. I just don't think he's a bad guy. He's just one of those meatheaded gym bros. Look, man, Machiavelli Mills, another content creator I see on this platform a lot, he said it best. Look, some of these gym bros, they get indoctrinated by that gym bro culture where for whatever reason a lot of racial jokes get thrown around and you just learn, I guess, to take it and you just deal with it and you're like, haha, and you end up like Rob Smith. And then, and unfortunately, I mean, or fortunately for Stevie, he didn't, you know what, that's irrelevant, but he did end up like Rob Smith. I'll put it that way. He doesn't rank that high on the coonery. But we have to get to Stevie, so let's go ahead and dive into it.
More videos about your daddy Kirk. Why didn't he say anything about that in this video he dropping on me now? Because it ain't shit he said, because he can't defend it. Bro, anybody that talk like that is a racist. Anybody that talks like that is a fucking problem, bro. He no different than any of these motherfuckers in these IG Reels and TikToks out here celebrating Kirk's death. For anyone to call Kirk my daddy because I'm covering the tragedy, right? Assuming that I'm only doing it for white views and white clicks, and I'm this black conservative. I only give a fuck about Kirk because I'm getting views from the whites. You know what I'm saying? And then this race baiting shit came out of left field, bro, because prior to that, I didn't know Abba was like this, bro. Y'all didn't know Abba was like this either, bro, but y'all still following this motherfucker, bro. Y'all still following this motherfucker, dog. He a racist. Super fucking racist. He fucking despises white people on some black empowerment shit. Black activism shit. You would think this motherfucker born and raised in America, bro. This motherfucker's up in Canada. Why he on this fucking ultra Malcolm X type of energy, bro? Well, how dare you say anything positive about the fucking white man? If you talk about the white man because your daddy, you're only trying to fucking bootleg for the white boys, bro. The epitome of everything wrong in society today. But y'all just look over. Y'all just gloss over the fact. You know what I'm saying? Stevie, you know, he an asshole. He a coon and all this because he's defending Kirk and, fuck Stevie because he doesn't want schools to give children, which I didn't fucking say, but anyway, he doesn't want schools to give kids free lunches or whatnot. And I never said that, but y'all run with it. But regardless of how y'all feel about that, that somehow overwhelms, is more important than Abba sitting here telling y'all that he's a racist ass bitch. He's a racist ass bitch, dog. It's motherfuckers have lost their jobs. Motherfuckers have gotten canceled for energy like this, dog. Maybe that's why he giving me so much energy, because I exposed that about him. And he just glosses over it. He don't say nothing about it. Right, just gonna go on to the next, talking about how Stevie called me gay and he's stupid because he didn't know he called me a liar and manipulator and whatever the fuck else he's about to fucking say, dog. Checkmate, motherfucker. Like, you can't get around that. And the fact that he just avoids it. The fact that he just avoids it. He goes on to whatever else he about to talk about. Bro, he's a fucking liar, bro. Cuz is a whole fucking liar, dog. You know what I mean? He's a whole fucking liar, but y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But this is who the fuck y'all give y'all attention to. This motherfucker has been able to make this platform for himself, garner this attention for himself. But it makes sense in the day and age we living in, bro. Like, fake shit sells, cap sells, lies sell. Motherfuckers are not who the fuck they say they are, man. You hate me or not, bro, I am who the fuck I am, bro. I'm like this when the camera's off. I'm like this when you meet me out. You know what I mean? Everything I talk about, I'm about, bro. Ain't no cap in my rap. I'm not hiding anything, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why people that fuck with me, that know me for who I am, they fuck with me, bro. They know that I'm genuine as shit. I know that this is how most of these fucking... Everybody that has attention these days are cooked in the head. All these motherfuckers is retarded, bro. All of them is fucking gone, dog. But y'all got to know. Y'all got to know who this fucking man is, bro. He's a racist ass bitch, a racist ass black empowerment, black superiority, fuck the white man, they don't deserve nothing, all that, bro. That's him.
I laughed a lot after Stevie's crash out. I laughed a whole lot at the fact that he was so triggered at the fact that Charlie Kirk was called his white zaddy. And then he really wanted to flip that into racism, which turned into just something so silly that he really embarrassed himself on. And I just really wish he would have just stopped trying to hammer that point in, because it was just dumb. And like, I mean, he had a hard enough time in the debate. You know, some people aren't good at debating. Stevie is clearly one of those individuals who does not need to go ahead and try to actually debate an intellectual. Somebody who actually will do some research, real research, and then actually know how to express their talking points without regurgitating things that they saw on Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the stuff that, I mean, Stevie got TikTok brain. So like, man, I watched Sinners recently, and I finally, I watched the movie, and I will be giving a review of it like my own, and you can watch it, yes. And I mean, I gotta watch out for copyright, but still, I gonna put that review out there, and damn, Stevie's take was really out of touch. It really was. I mean, the fact that he was so pissed off at the black woman being bigger. I mean, look, she had some big old titties. I mean, I forget her name. I mean, she's a great actress. But either way, she played the role fantastically. I don't know why he's so upset at that. Like, damn, can you not put normal looking people in movies? Like, that's what people look like. I mean, hot damn, at least she can go act. It made it convincing. I mean, I never thought any part of that movie was, oh my God. I mean, and it's just in the fact that he's just like the fat black woman. Just like, no, Stevie, no. But back to his crash out. Like, Stevie's crash out was pretty epic. Like, but it had some somber moments to it. Like, it was just like, damn, man. Like, at the end, he's just like, man, he kind of was starting to give up. And that part really hurt me. You know, and I want to go ahead and to dive into Myron's pause, but, you know, we got to get into this next one, because this next one, you know, I think y'all been waiting to see this one in such totality. I don't think you've revisited this one in quite some time.
Okay? And if the fault is death, then guess what? I die with a fucking spine. A lot of you motherfuckers are jellyfish. No fucking spine. And that's the reason why a lot of you motherfuckers are fat, triple chin, neck bearded, pieces of shit, fucking dorks with no money, and no one fucking respects you, because you motherfuckers don't stand for nothing. If I stand with fresh, I die with fresh. It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is, you motherfuckers. Oh shit, it's getting shaky. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave. I got 20 fucking real estate properties, so I can tell motherfuckers, fuck you. My net worth is over $6 fucking million. I get money residually. I don't fucking need to do this shit, and I don't need to fucking sell my soul. I stand with my fucking friends. Period. Alright? Some of you motherfuckers need to get a fucking spine, you jellyfish, SpongeBob, in a fucking pineapple house. Pieces of shit. It pisses me off how soft all you motherfuckers are, bro. It's ridiculous. You motherfuckers haven't stepped in the gym in 3 weeks trying to tell me how to fucking be loyal to my fucking friends. I'm not going anywhere. Alright? I'm tired of you motherfuckers. Leave Fresh. He's only done. Well, fuck you. Alright? I don't need to make a fucking cent off this fucking podcast. I'm fine. My real estate will take care of me, because I knew that if I want to say what the fuck I want to say and not sell my soul, I need to go ahead and build residual income coming in every fucking month so I can sit here and tell you fucking haters, fuck you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say, and I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. I cannot be bought. I have my soul. I have my spine. I have my integrity. I got my 10 toes and my 2 feet, and I fucking stand where the fuck I'm going to stand. And if I die there, I'll die there with a smile on my face, because I can look in the fucking mirror and be happy with the man that I see. You pussy motherfuckers. You fucking losers that sit there and say, oh, it's getting rocky, Myron. You should leave. Why do you stay by Sneeko? Do you stay by the Tate? Do you still think they're having trump cards? Fresh is the idiot. Why are you still there? Chris drinks too much. Hey, shut the fuck up. That's why no one respects you, motherfucker. Because you don't stand for anything. If there's anything you guys can learn from this fucking podcast, learn this. We've been through hell together. We had people come at us. We've had death threats at us. People are fucking laughing every time we fucking go through some bullshit. People make allegations on us. People have tried to absolutely fucking destroy us. You know who was around me the whole fucking time? These fucking guys. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stand by the guys that stand by me, because you fucking pieces of shit aren't fucking there when I'm going through it. You pieces of shit aren't fucking there when I'm fucking figuring out what the fuck I'm gonna do because we got demonetized. You motherfuckers weren't there when everyone and their fucking mom came at us. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I fucking did it. And then you dumbasses 3 years later believe some bitch that makes the same fucking allegations again. You fucking idiots. I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing right fucking here. Alright? These guys were with me in my darkest times. I'm not gonna fucking leave them in their darkest times. Fuck you motherfuckers. I got my real estate, I got my money, I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bought.
That was real. That was real talk.
Now, maybe I was doing a little bit much with these edits. Maybe I added a little bit to some of the comedy. Maybe I, flammed up some of the, theatrics, whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done so much, and I couldn't help but be a little bit petty here. And I'm pretty sure Petty University was added to FDMG Academy's football schedule recently. So I need to update that football schedule, because I think they're going to be lined up to play them right after us, week 5. So don't worry. Tune in for 2026 next football season. We will be taking on FDMG Academy, week 5 of whatever season we're supposed to be playing in. So, look, I got to talk to Doc, and see what's up with that. But, we'll figure something out. But I missed this crash out. I even had to remember this old edit, because honestly, this video was copyright struck on my channel. So it no longer is pretty much out there in the algorithm at all. So you'd have to search for it on my channel. I got the link to the whole video in the description of this one, but I'm going to go ahead and play a snippet of it here, because I went a little wild with the whole again back then. You thought I played a lot now. I'm sorry. When I laughed so hard, I was in tears watching him melt down. And look, the reason why, I'm going to get to the conclusion of this after this clip.
I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bought. Emotional damage. You leave them in their darkest times. Fuck you motherfuckers. I got my real estate, I got my money, I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bought.
Stop it. Get some help.
Fucking allegations again.
Oh, Myron sitting here, he's running out of breath. That's the part that's killing me. I love the fact that he's legitimately
I can't be bought.
He's like somebody who literally has broken at least about 12 of his PlayStation controllers, and that's coming from somebody who broke about 6 growing up.
Fucking allegations again.
And you get to that point where you're so angry and mad that you can't breathe anymore.
Allegations again.
Like, he has snapped. He's gone full blown 6-year-old. Like, he has thrown the biggest temper tantrum I've ever seen
Again.
on a live stream. I mean, okay, maybe I haven't watched enough live streams, but really, this was, oh man.
Again.
Oh God, Myron, what? That was epic. I needed that.
Fucking allegations again.
You know, I think the world needed somebody to melt down. Somebody is just despicable and heinous as you are. Yeah, I think that was nice for everybody to see and witness.
Again.
Not bad. I know this is going to come across as some more fresh and fit hate, but hey, I'm not a big fan. Okay, look, so we know why we are here, which is to rank these two and say which one was the bigger crash out. Who crashed harder? Now, I'm going to leave it to you in the comments to say which one crashed out harder. But for me, this is a slam dunk. It's Myron. I'm sorry. He crashed out so hard. This dude went hard in the paint for 3+ minutes straight. Like, I mean, look, Stevie took breaths, you know what I'm saying? A little bit in there. Like, Myron took a breath or two, but that was because he was gasping for air. Like, the veins were going to burst up out of this man. He looked Majin. I mean, he had changed. Something was going on with Myron. He almost looked like, it was like Sinners. He was possessed. Myron was losing his shit truly throughout the entire time. Like, it's one of the most epic meltdowns I have ever witnessed in anything. I'm talking like that. That's why it plays so much on this channel. That's why, again, it's still here.
Again.
We just can't get enough of it. I know you can't. We all can't. It's just too funny. Like, the fact that man got so mad, he actually broke glass in the studio. Danger. Hey, hazard. I mean, look, alert. I mean, my God, you are not thinking about anybody else in the room. What if one of those pieces just spiked up and got Chris in the eye? Got Fat Mo? What if it took him out? What if it cut one of his, like, you know, slits? And next thing you know, he just like bled out because there was too much like fat and like blood there. It could have been a disaster. Hell, God forbid you cut up fresh and made him even uglier than he already is. You don't need to do that. So next time you need to be careful with that, Myron. I'm just saying. Like, hell, what if one of those pieces of glass went up there and flipped up that toupee? Because you have a very confusing hairline, Myron. Like, I've seen it over time. Like, one day you're balding, one day it looks like you literally glued it on top, the other day you got waves, the next day it's missing, next day you're balding again, then you try to get a fade, and next thing you know, you're gray everywhere. Like, homie, look, I know you ain't been paying much attention to the fact that you don't go outside that room, but bruh, you are aging quickly. There's a lot of grays up there. Like, I get every now and then we get a little bit of salt and pepper as we age, but I've been seeing you over the last year, and all that grays appeared very recently. Unless you were deceiving everybody out there in the world, like my dad deceived me for like the first 12 years of my life and just used Just for Men. I mean, I'm telling you, Myron, you're aging terribly. I don't think you need to go out this way. I don't recommend it. Stop stressing. Those meltdowns, just like that, I'm glad you ain't had too many of those recently, but woo, I don't know if you're going to be able to survive another one of those, because that was one of the most epic ones of all time. Stevie's was good. It was good. It was good, but it felt like Alonzo from Training Day, where he was basically just barking at the crowd. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, dude, when he was out here complaining and bitching at all the people in the hood who just turned on his ass, and he knew it was up. The jig was up, and his time here was short. He was giving up. He was just giving out his last cries before he got lit up by his, on his Monte Carlo. I mean, and that's what Stevie's felt like. By the end, he's like, man, I give up. Y'all are already made up your minds. You already hate me. You called me a coon. You called me a Sly Cooper. You called me a trash panda. Call me a butter biscuit eating, buck dancing. I mean, there's a lot of things people called him, and it was ugly. But you shouldn't have said what you said about the Sinners review, and I'm telling you, that left a lot of people upset. But I did see other people give crazy takes on the Sinners movie, but never mind. I'll get to that in that review, because it just reeks of something else. But going back to this, I mean, I don't know how you guys feel. I'm sorry, but Myron's to me is just head and shoulders above Stevie's. And I thought Stevie's was epic a week ago. It was one of the all-time greats, because I'm telling you, this man was triggered. I guess it felt that way at the time because I just hadn't seen Stevie act like that angry on the platform before. I've seen Myron go off and, call people bitches and all sorts of stuff like that, but he snapped to another degree. His was just because it was so long. And also, if you want to rank it to just like totality of points, right? Let's just put it into like little brackets and systems. But if we're talking about like talking points, Stevie didn't hit different talking points. Myron brought up a whole bunch of trauma. He talked about how people made fun of everybody on the show, including him. And then he was talking about how people were alcoholics and drunks, and they were talking about the OnlyFans and pregnant allegations. And Myron hit a lot of different points. Stevie basically just kept calling Abba gay and stuff like that over and over again, and that was a lot of his. He was just really upset at the fact that Charlie Kirk was his white zaddy, so that pissed him off. But Myron's hit a lot of different areas. The fact that Myron's veins were popping up out of his head, the fact that Myron actually had to take deep breaths because he ran out of steam at one point in time, because he actually he really ran out of gas. He actually gave it his all in that crash out. Like he flew he flew hard. Like I said, he was determined on that mission, and that's probably a really bad joke considering his nationality. I don't want to be racist here today, so I apologize for anybody that I offended with that one. You know where I was going with that joke. It was planes crashing and people like, God, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Like, seriously. But yes, please leave it in the comments. I didn't want to take up too much of your time today, but I was obviously going to take up some of your time with this one. This is a very special one, and boy, Stevie and Myron and Dr. Umar, I have to say thank you. This has been the best month so far I've had on YouTube as far as growth. People just coming to the university. Everything has been really good. People hitting the effing hype button, hyping this place up, making this almost feel like it's a real school, like Pinocchio felt like he was a real boy. We're real close to almost making that wish come true, you guys. Not too long, I'll eventually have that computer set up. I know it. In the next couple months, it will be done. I believe it. And we're going to get to 10K by the end of this year. And that sounds a lot different than what I was saying a couple months ago. But I'm done, and see you soon.